Alright, guys, I'm going to show you another trick. This time, instead of holding on to stuff like this is going to stretch like the core so you can do that front split better, which I need to do a little bit better. And unlike needing stuff to hold on, you're using your actual weight, prop against the wall. This thing, you'd have your foot maybe away from the wall a little bit, so instead of falling backwards, like you're propped up against this, and the foot, whether you're wearing bare feet or shoes, going like this. But then you can hold with this hand where the shin is, or you can pull the knee up. You can do it both. I like to do both because you're holding the knee, and then if your hand goes against the wall a little bit, you need to pull that knee up. It's not going to hurt nothing because you're using it as a lever. And as long as you have your foot against the wall like this a little bit, you're not going to fall over backwards and break your head. But you're going to feel the stretch in like a central area, which like people like me are actually lacking because I don't get the front split totally complete. But you're going to be feeling it, So we're going to go, so you can back, but, and you rest your hand here to balance yourself out. But really, I should be doing just a wall, but there's all kind of stuff over there I have to move over, and I can't get the camera to aim right, except so I get somebody to do a camera for me, which I do everything by myself. But, yeah, and then the wall, you have to have the camera pointed at a certain kind of angle, and so this is the best angle. But this is showing you this because this is what you can do against a wall. And unlike the scorpion stretch where I have back against the wall like I was doing before, I can go from an angle like this, but if I show you this against the wall, and I have to have the camera kind of like over here, so it's going to be harder to point the camera. So this is like, especially if you have boots to have the toe against here, but you do this bare feet in your house too. But say this is a flat wall and you don't got nothing here to hang on to. You can hold up on the knee, have your foot against the wall, and just, because your hand ain't going to be hurt on the wall here too, because you're kind of pulling here, but the toe is holding. Like, bend back. I don't want to be touching over here because I want to go like over here because I'm trying to show you this, how you can do it on a wall when you don't got this to hold on to. But when you got this, you can use it. But you eventually want to be able to do like stuff that you see these other people do, and it's against the wall with no handles, which is quite amazing. But I'll have to get some pictures and show them for you. And hold it. You're using the knee to kind of keep you from falling backwards, and at the same time, when you're leaning back, it's pulling that knee, and that's what you want. And you're kind of feeling it all around here. And then you can use the shin too. Just hold the shin area here. But if you're wearing boots, you can hold over here too. But you're not quite getting the same effect, and you could almost be falling over. But you even lean a little bit like this, but you're still feeling it in some places. But say you even use the heel of this boot to pull yourself up. But then if you're working against the wall, like I said too, make sure you have a foot a good distance away. And then this hand, you're kind of pushing yourself back. And you're going to lean. Hold it for a while. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Yeah, because you're actually going to be feeling it in some of the areas that you sort of kind of need to get that front split better. And and it seems to be, you seem to be feeling it in the right places without any grinding in the bones and the hips or damaging any cartilage either. Like I said too, that everybody's different on these splits, especially the front splits. You don't want to be in pain all the time. If it's the wrong pain, you can be forcing yourself in, like fucking up that cartilage in there, and you can mess yourself up for the rest of your life, and it'll show up in the long term. So you always want to be striving to see what I can do better. I mean, go in and back out of it again. I mean, if the pain isn't right, they're saying no pain, no gain too. But that there's a line too. There seems to be two aspects of it. There's like pain, which you got to endure some, but the same shit you're doing, for some reason, if you're doing it right, it's not a pain, it's a relief, and it's actually, and if you're not feeling pain and you're almost getting a sense of relief when you're doing a partial stretch, that's got to be telling you something too. There's a lot of stuff you can be researching on that. I'm basic idea what I'm trying to say. So yes, it's true about the pain too, but you got to watch. And then at the same time, some of this is you even relieving yourself of, it's almost like some kind of sense of relief. Like when you have that, it's almost like everybody's different. Maybe you need it. And then if there's the wrong pain, maybe you don't need it and it's doing something wrong. Like I said, grinding any bones or cartilage, you're trying to avoid that. So I think there's a little both things that are true. You don't want to double talk it, but like I said, everybody's different. And this jibber jabber is just for my followers, because it's like answering questions without calling anybody's name out and bragging that they're my followers, unless they want to acknowledge in text that they got to be at the same time. But if you're part of my exclusive group outside of here, you know who you are, that this stuff is working for you, you know what I mean. One more time. Well, yeah, like see what I'm doing too. You don't smash your knuckles on here, but you can have it on your knee and have the thumb, because like I said, there's a difference in how you're feeling it. If you're grabbing the shin, you can even grab the shin and do like this. Do it a couple different ways, but then you want to grab on the knee, maybe use your thumb against the wall to alleviate your knuckles from grinding on a wall, or because the knee is a leverage point where you're kind of pulling that up, and it's kind of a little bit better effect than when you see me doing this all the time. I'm doing this, but still that don't seem to be good enough. There seems to be a whole core thing that still needs to be stretched out. So do that, what I just did, and then this. You're going to see a difference in how you're feeling it. Like, it's almost like everything seems to be a custom job. I mean, everybody, the professionals that are on YouTube that are better at this, they're all right in a certain respect, but at the same time, it's a custom job. You got to figure out how come you're doing something like they're doing and it's not working for you. So you got to kind of find a way around that. And like I said, you could have one hip that's slightly different in the socket, like when you're sitting in a chair and you go like this leg goes up real easy, right? And say your right leg, you're feeling a little bit more tension and maybe even feeling something in the knee here. So need to be working with that. Like a lot of people have that trouble, more or less than others. So like even if you were going to a place with professionals, you'd want to be doing homework and trying to formulate a plan while you're falling behind everyone else, because you might be different some kind of way. A lot of people just give up. So anyway, there you have it.